Welcome back to AM Northwest. Baking isn't the only way to cook a cake. Here to share a steamy recipe from the brand new Milk Street Bakes, we welcome back Editorial Director at Christopher Kimball's Milk Street, J.M. Hirsch. J.M., so good to see you. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Okay, first tell me about Bakes. It's a beautiful cookbook.
Bakes is a gorgeous book.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time and energy on this one. It's hundreds of recipes from around the world. But what we did was we took the baking recipes that you already love, the chocolate cakes, the pizzas, the cookies, and then we traveled the world to learn better, more interesting, more delicious ways of making them.
Yeah.
And so the recipes are familiar, but you're going to learn something about how to make it better and more exciting and delicious. And this focaccia, which, by the way, I would eat this every day for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Try some.
Oh, I'm gonna.
This is the best focaccia in all of Italy. I traveled to Italy to learn the right way to do it.
Oops.
And it's got a real high hydration dough, and it ferments for a long time.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's very subtle, easy changes to what we know as focaccia,
I'll take
but
this.
the result is so much better. It's amazingly good.
And there's olive and tomatoes.
Yes, olives and tomatoes. It's so easy to do. It's mostly hands-off.
Wow.
It's
that
so good,
is
isn't it?
really moist.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
And
it's great.
in fact, there's so much liquid in the batter, it's almost a batter, not a dough.
Okay.
And so that's a real subtle difference, one thing that you only learn by traveling and learning from the pros.
Oh, wow. I don't know how you do all that traveling and eating. Well, that part I
There's a lot of
understand.
eating involved. This is true.
Now tell me about this cake.
All right, so we are going to make a stovetop chocolate cake. We're not going to turn on the oven at all in the entire time we make this cake.
You can make a cake on the stove.
You can make a cake on the stovetop.
Okay.
And not only is it easy, it's better.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have you help me. You know, this is the beauty of being in studio. I can put you to work.
I know.
All right, so I'm going to have you whisk together our dry ingredients. So we have some all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, salt, and baking powder.
Okay.
And I'm going to do some eggs.
Oh, here's the salt.
There we go.
You want me to do the
Please,
cocoa
go for
in there
it.
as well? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to put some brown sugar in with our eggs and whisk that. Now, you know, one of the problems with a lot of cakes and baked goods in general is that they can easily dry out. And,
oh, yeah, for
you know,
sure.
The nature of an oven is that it's dry heat. And it's also not a particularly even heat, depending on how well calibrated your oven is.
I noticed that.
Whether it's gas or electric.
I noticed in the back of my oven, it's hotter than in the front of my oven.
Exactly. And so the beauty of cooking a cake on the stovetop with steam, which is what we're going to do, is that it removes that element of surprise.
Okay.
It's a moist, even heat. So. All right, so I've got my sugar and eggs. I'm going to put some melted butter in, because butter makes everything better.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of vanilla extract in. Now, one of chocolate's best friends, of course, is...
coffee?
Yes, espresso powder, instant espresso powder.
Yeah, that smells good.
Okay. And then we're going to throw, for richness, we're going to throw in some sour cream.
Oh, you know, I use that in my banana bread, and it really makes the banana bread moist.
Doesn't it? It's really delicious. And we're going to throw in just a little bit of water.
Okay.
There we go. And I'm going to whisk this up. What I love about this recipe is it's, you know, we're doing it in 2 bowls because it's 2 people. You could really do this in 1 bowl, simple. Whisk it together in a few minutes. Get it onto the stovetop and you're done.
Okay.
It's so easy. It's going to be so moist and so tender, you're not going to believe it. All right, now I will have you add your dry ingredients.
Okay, little at a time?
Sure.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. Not so little there.
Perfect. Yeah, you know, and you're going to find with all the recipes in this book, there are like subtle tweaks.
Okay.
So, you know the peanut butter cookie, right?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
We do a peanut butter miso cookie.
No way.
I
okay.
know. And it's that little surprise. It's a little different, but if you like salted caramel, you're going to love miso peanut butter cookies.
So is that the umami flavor that miso adds?
Yep, nice and salty and rich.
I mean, the thing with baking is that you have to be precise, right? I mean, you really do.
Yes.
Okay.
And the good thing is we've taken the mystery out of that for you. You know, we test these recipes so many times. And I mean, it's awful to have to eat chocolate cake every single day, you know? And yeah, you know, we take the mystery out of it for you. We make the mistakes so that you don't have to.
I appreciate that.
Is what it boils down to.
Appreciate all your hard work.
Now,
and all that
If
traveling.
you would like to scrape it into our prepared pan.
Okay.
There we go.
And you have at the bottom, you have parchment paper in the pan.
Yep.
Okay.
We've oiled the parchment paper as well, just to make sure it releases nice and easily.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think we got it.
There we
Okay.
go. Well, you got to leave some in the bowl for licking, right?
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
All right.
There.
Then all we do is very carefully set. Now what we have here is a Dutch oven with about 1 inch of water in it. Bring it to a simmer. Now we've coiled some foil in the bottom, which is going to keep our cake pan up off the hot water.
Oh, I wondered how that happened.
That allows the steam to surround
Sure.
it. Okay. If you want to use like, you know, a steaming rack or something like that. There we
Oh
go.
yeah, I guess you could do that
Could
too.
do that too.
Okay.
And that's it. Cover it up.
Okay.
23 minutes and it's done.
Wait, you don't heat up the water
Yep.
anymore?
Nope, you just let it steam.
Really?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
It's going to steam for 23 minutes and be done.
And then this is what you have.
And this is what you get.
Wow.
A tender, moist cake. Would you like to do the honors with
Yes.
some powdered sugar?
Yes, you bet.
And
Uh-oh.
so tender, so moist. And again, because it's been cooked in a moist heat, and so it's not going to dry out, it's going to be just so wonderful.
Okay. Oh, that looks.
There we go.
I
Oh,
don't know.
that
Can you
looks
have too
fantastic.
much powdered
Never,
sugar?
never enough.
All right. So try. Look at that.
Cut into that.
Oh,
Isn't
wow.
that beautiful?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And again, we didn't even have to turn on the oven. This is also a great cake to do in summer, too, because you don't have to crank up the oven and heat up the kitchen.
Oh wow.
Isn't that amazing?
I think the word of the day is moist because that is incredible.
Right?
That is so good.
Yeah, it makes such a difference.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That I'm making that next time. That's fantastic.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
we want to tell everyone that the book again is called Bakes. Milk Street Magazine's Bake. James Hirsch, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Thank
I've got my
you.
mouth full and I'm thinking of all these flavors in here, so I'm just enjoying them. But we'll also put the recipe on our website at k2.com. Thank you again, James.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. That